quick.
Alrighty,
Let's
so
talk about the
give you some
situation
modern
with
trash warfare visuals
Eminem
while we talk about this real quick. Alright, so
and
let's talk
Nick
about the
Cannon
situation real
and
quick. The whole situation with
5-0.
Eminem, 50,
Let's
Royce
talk
the
about it.
5'9", now Jordan Lucas
I'll
jumped
give my
into
thoughts
it,
real quick on this
and Nick
situation.
Cannon. First of all, first things first, this track was trash. It was absolutely garbage. Like, there's no debate about that. I don't want to hear anybody saying it was good. That's not the point of this conversation. We all know that it was trash, and Nick Cannon need to stop rapping. However, I do respect the fact that he's not scared to come at him. I do respect the fact that he didn't, bitch out or run away from the challenge, even though he took the L. Uh, you know, just even not even on a response, it was garbage. Unlike Joe Budden, who talked mad shit and pop mad stuff and just sat on the couch and got the vein in his forehead and started sweating about Eminem, even though I agreed with everything he said, he still didn't come back with bars. So if you're a rapper and you don't come back with bars, it don't really matter. Yeah, he retired. So, rap song was trash, but I respect the fact that Nick Cannon did it, because a lot of folks don't. And the crazy thing about this is 2019, and Eminem is still battling Nickelodeon stars and pop stars. Like, chill. Like, come on. Anyways, my biggest issue with the situation is the need that 50 Cent, Royce the 5'9", now Jordan Lucas, even Obi Trice, the need that these black men have to rush, to interject and take the bullets for Massa. I don't like that. I think it's a bad look. I don't think it's cool. I think it's suspect. I don't like the whole Django Unchained Stephen reference that we always use out of context and we overuse it. But when I see what they doing, to me, 50, Royce the 5'9", Joyner, he's biracial, whatever. Obi Trice. That's what they look like to me. They're looking like a bunch of Stephens. When Malcolm X said, we sick, like, I think of 50 and all them boys, because it's like, we got beef, right? I think that's just trash. It's not a good look. Now, context matters. I totally understand if you're a person and people looked out for you and nobody's to give you opportunity. If that's your homie, that's your boy, that's your blood, and y'all go back. And of course, people are going to be loyal to the people who were loyal to them. That might trump race for some people. It might trump gender or whatever. If, remember Jennifer Holliday said the reason why she didn't perform with Trump was because the LGBT, all them letters, alphabet people, she said they supported her. It wasn't because of the Twitter fingers of Black America that she chose not to perform for Trump, but it was because of the support that she had from the gay community, even when the black church was there. I get that. Same thing people were crying about when Dr. Dre gave all that money to University of LA or UCLA. I'm like, we don't know what backdoor deals, pause pun intended, that Dre had with Jimmy Iovine and that whole school and what he got out of that. So I'm not counting the man money. I don't care about that situation, but a lot of black folks have their feelings about that. I'm just saying, I can get all of that. I can get that context of somebody put you on and helped you out and you going to have their back, ride or die. But when it's a situation, when there's a fair fight between two men and it's just that, you don't need to jump into it. Like, that's corny, that's lame, that's suspect, it's weird. It just really looks like y'all protected Massa in the situation. Leave that shit alone. I mean, Lord Jamar was saying what we all agree and believe, what he said for years. Eminem is like not used to getting criticized and publicly talked about in regards of rap. Like, he's been criticized of his personality and his homophobia or his anti-women stuff and wanting to kill his baby moms. He's been addressed with that stuff and being like, boycotted by parents, but he's never really been questioned on his rap ability and what he really means in hip hop. And for whatever reason, he can't take that. The reality is that ain't no black folks bumping him, right? Ain't no black people listening to him. Lord Jamar talked about hood dudes and all that stuff. I don't know about that. I stopped listening to Eminem or paying attention to him in 2002, like after my senior year of high school. Like, that was it for me. Like, I was done. Like, it was no interest in his music. I'm listening to his concept. Like, his concept is trash. He was all poppy, pop music. He was battling Britney Spears and Fred Durst and Benzino and Ja Rule. And mind you, when he went at Ja Rule, he didn't really say much. It was like the whole entire D12 and Interscope, everybody who's on the label went at him, right? So I wasn't impressed Um, I don't know where I left off, but anyways, I stopped. I stopped listening to him around 2002, right before 50 dropped. Actually, like when he dropped his mainstream, I guess album. I already had been listening to him, being a New Yorker from his underground stuff. But I thought that Eminem's content was trash and it's weird and it's like nothing I could relate to. And it was like, yeah, he can rap, but it's like, nah, he's all weird and whatnot. Anywho, the only person to me that he's really battled that was of you know validity was Cannabis, and I personally think Cannabis won, just like I think Cannabis beat LL. But it is what it is. It was a popularity contest, and he was going against the entire industry at that time. Furthermore, I just think that this shit looks bad. It looks bad for black men. It's already bad that y'all let we y'all let him in, right? Whatever, cool, he's in. But then it's like y'all won't even like. I think of the whole situation in Black Panther, the Umbaka people. Like when the white dude talked, they just started barking and stuff like that. Like that's something that it's never gonna happen. But that's like that should have happened in hip hop. It didn't happen. It's too late. I know you got people crying about colorless chicks and girls crying about Bad Barbie and how she was in. Like that's not the same thing. The industry put Bad Barbie in. It wasn't black folks that co-signed. I don't know anybody that listened to her music. She was just a little girl that was ratchet and foul, and nobody took her serious. That's not black people or black men's fault that she came in. Record labels and industries saw that and capitalized off that. Now there were some people who might let her put in their music, but their music is trash too. Kodak Blacks and others who do that type of music, whatever. But she didn't need us to let her in. Like she was put there by the industry, like a lot of other people who are plants in the industry. But black people did co-sign and let Eminem in. It is what it is. Now, as Lord Jamar said, he's a guest in the hip-hop game, and that's it. He can't be the king or the gold inside of an arena where you're just a guest. Like, that's just how it works. Every other group does the same thing. My problem with black folks, too, is we talk about codes and, you don't speak dirty laundry in front of people and you do all this other stuff, but that doesn't exist at all. Like, that's not a thing with black people. About a week ago, black folks was talking about trading Stephen A. Smith for Max Kellerman. In his statement, Max Kellerman said, I got white privilege and I ain't giving enough for nobody. And we still was with the cookout and memes of trading him and making Stephen A. Smith white because we don't agree with his antics and the way he communicates his POV. But because Max Kellerman told your black ass some woke shit that he could get away with saying, but you can't, right? Y'all want to trade. And it's not the first time we've done that. We constantly trying to do that, which I think is the idea of black Americans talking about trading other people. Like that kind of shit kind of happened to us, and that's not even remotely, something we should be joking about or even doing. But that's just my video. I don't like it. Royce the 5'9" did the same thing a couple months ago. 50. This is the funny thing. Lord Jamar, which I agree with. No. Royce the 5'9" was like, I don't like how you looking, sitting up under Vlad TV talking about Eminem and this and that. And it's not a good look. Motherfucker, you in the same position. It's not a good look that you sitting up under your boss Eminem's nuts, and every time somebody critiques him or says what they feel, you got to jump out the window to go defend him. Let that man speak for himself. He don't need you to do it. If he the GOAT, he don't need you. How many people run out and jump in the industry for Jay-Z when he get criticized or attacked? I'm talking about when it comes to rap and music. Don't nobody need to feel the need to run out and jump. I can see his crew doing it, but there's no need to do that. Maybe that might be another reason why. I just thought about something. But anyways, if you're a top tier rapper, artist, whatever, you don't need your flunkies in your group to go out there and do all that. Especially if it's man and y'all doing all that back and forth, right? Let Nick Cannon, let them hash out their stuff. And I'm saying, I know Nick Cannon did the track with other people, but I'm saying that's rap. Okay, if y'all made a rap song, that's one thing. But 50 went on social media, Twitter, to attack Nick Cannon, talking about he gonna beat him up and all that other stuff. So you about to beat up a black man because your white daddy, his feelings is hurt because Nick Cannon also admitted the same thing we all feel. Eminem is a guest in hip-hop. Yeah, he can rap, but he's not the GOAT. We don't respect him. We don't even listen to his music. He's mad poppy. We can't relate to the content. It's trash. It's just that. It's just that simple. When it comes to content, when it comes to what folks are listening to, it's not Eminem. It's been that way for me since 2002. And I don't understand why it's so hard for him to do that. He put out a trash album that his own fans admit wasn't good. And he got in his feelings at DJ Academic, Charlamagne, all these people, Joe Budden, who critiqued the album, which is their job to do, right? And he got in his feelings and he wanted to go burn on everybody and dish everybody and put everybody name in the song. That you would think if I'm Jay-Z, if I'm Eminem, I'm not responding to Lord Jamar, I'm not responding to Charlamagne, I'm not responding to DJ Academic. Like, they have their opinions and that's fine. That's what their job is. Everybody don't like your shit. It's not their responsibility to. You could go away and disappear and your impact would not be missed. Again, like, now, I know hip-hop is fake because I don't believe in the whole Nipsey Hussle stuff, and I ain't even going to speak on that right now. I thought that shit was overrated and overhyped, but Eminem's in hip-hop is not going to get that from the fans. That he's not. Like, he's just not. He doesn't mean that much to the culture. So, face the facts. That's where you stand in the game. Get your money, right off in your white privilege, and be happy about that. That's just what it is. You not going to get the credit you think you deserve in this game. Period. And stop saying he got to be in your top 5. Ain't no white rappers in my top 5 that are alive. How the fuck you mention them and them in your top 10 without mentioning Rakim? I'm out. I'm done. Terrible.